First video I've done in a while. It's just something came to mind when I was driving, and it's just like I could. It's a very it grinds my gears, as pretty much you could say. Um, yeah, I just noticed like every time. I mean, I've noticed this for years. But I want y'all to comment if you agree with me. But for all the people who mainly listen to new rock music, um, don't it just piss you off that almost every single station, whether it's online or FM, which I thought it was just local music for the longest time, but every fucking rock station is fucking classic. It plays classic music to death. And I was playing like iHeartRadio, and I was listening to live rock stations, and I was scanning through almost every single fucking one of them, and every single fucking song that came up, besides maybe like three songs, was fucking AC/DC. Um, what else? I can't think right off the bat. It was a lot of old stuff. Stone Temple Pilots, stuff like that, and Alice in Chains, and I mean, seriously, all of them played, literally. There was Chevelle, that was one song. I don't know how old that song was, but it's probably old. Down with the Sickness is old. To me, that's classic music now, no matter how old it makes me feel. Because, it felt like yesterday that Down with the Sickness by Disturbed was famous. I mean, I was 10 years old, but still. Um, it's just like, okay, how does new music supposed to get famous if all you want to play is stuff that was heard by everyone? I mean, that's why rock music's so irrelevant these days. The only one is Avenged Sevenfold, and that's just because it has such a cult following. It's personally well, I have a lot of more favorite bands, kind of broadened. I can't even talk today. My taste in music. But Avenged Sevenfold I usually consider my favorite band. The only band I have a T-shirt of, anyway. So I do plan on getting more, but those shirts are expensive as fuck, especially for my size. But hopefully, when I lose weight, it won't matter. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm getting so sick of all this, classic rock bullshit. Like if you want to listen to classic rock, we'll listen to classic rock stations or classic hit stations or something like that. This is, and even if you have some global rock station, like, well, all of all time, you play 60s, 70s, 80s, and I fucking hear Led Zeppelin on the local station. Led Zeppelin, he's from the 1970s, or I don't know, but anyway, still, the fact of the matter is, I, normally don't make videos because, usually I don't really have any privacy, but, I'm out here in my car. Oh yeah, this is first video. I should make a video just demonstrating my car, but my truck. Uh, but anyways, that's for another time. Anyways, trying to stay on topic here. That they need to really just like try to get behind rock music again, metal, rock, everything. Rock hasn't been anything since like 2004 for me personally. Like, there's certain rock bands like Avenged Sevenfold. There's, Volbeat's kind of famous. I love them. They're one of my favorites too. You have a lot of pop-ish bands like Good Charlotte, which they don't count really, in my opinion. I'm just talking about really like true rock bands. Like, I'm not saying that they're more rock than, well, basically modern rock. Hard rock. Like, Stone Temple Pilots style. Not that I'm a fan of Stone Temple Pilots. I find them they not that I guess I don't have anything against Stone Temple Pilots or Nirvana or anything like that, but they played them to death when I was a kid, so I'm just not a fan anymore because of that. If anybody understands, some people don't get tired of music. I got a friend, Jesse. He's an online friend for a long time, and he don't really get tired of music. But so he can't. I can understand, I guess, people like him, that they can listen to the same song over and over again. And that's cool and all. I kind of wish I was that way because it'd make things a lot easier. Or listen to all types of music, which I pretty much do listen to all types of music. I'm getting into more of rap-ish. I'm not into rap, but I like certain rap bands. Like, I like Eminem. I used to think it was racist that I only liked Eminem because he was white, but then I realized that I like T.I. songs. I like some Nelly songs. I like especially T.I. lately, and I always like Ice Cube for some reason. Maybe because I'm a big fan of his movies, but I always I like Straight Outta Compton, N.W.A. I like some country. I'm not a country fan per se, but I like country songs, and I like a few bands. Like I like the Dixie Chicks a little bit. I rented a I like one of their songs a lot, so I rented their CD from the library, for free. I just listen to it just because I guess something different, 'cause sometimes you just want to listen to something completely different. And I thought it was gay at the time, because I don't know, I'm used to listening to hardcore music. I got this certain mindset for music in the world. But anyways, um, it's kind of weird making videos out here. But what was I talking about? Yeah, I got a certain mindset for music, and I always kind of like was against rap, because I always liked being different in school. I was the unique guy. I was a loner. I didn't talk, but I was shy as fuck, because I had social anxiety disorder. But I always liked being unique. I always liked being my own person. I always liked being one of a kind. It's just that's the way I am. I always try to be. I always wanted to like things people didn't like, or not that they disliked it, but they just wasn't introduced to it or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So what kind of music you're into? Are you pissed off if you're a rock fan and you're getting tired of all this, music? Every time you can listen to like Avenged Sevenfold Radio, you could type in a Pacific Radio, like a band radio on iHeartRadio. But I want to listen to live stations sometimes because it kind of is more unique because you don't have a specific style you're getting played. Listening to. If I type in Avenged Sevenfold Radio, you'll hear a bunch of bands that's somewhat similar to them. I want to hear, just rock bands, and that's what I loved about Last FM. You can type in genres, which was cool. You can type in goth rock, but the Last FM app, last time I checked, which was about a year or two ago, was horrible, so I never used it again. I'm gonna try to check it out again because that is my favorite of all the radios, the online radio things I've listened to. Last FM was the first, and I guess it was the best. And iHeartRadio is the second best, and Slacker I was with for a long time, but they have generic stations. Pandora I've never been a fan of because they only play like famous stuff. That's what I love about Last FM. They like to play like really unknown bands, and you can get into anything. I got into so many bands from that radio alone. And it's a little harder with the other ones. But I was listening to, just general rock stations, and iHeartRadio plays like local all over the world, they're local like Kansas radio and stuff like that. So, they're all playing this crap with, Stone Temple Pilots, AC/DC. Come on. If you want to play AC/DC, at least play the damn song that was made in like, what was it, 2006 or whatever. Oh, it's my airbag. I have my hand on my seat. I forgot it does that. It's like weight sensitivity or something. I don't know. But yeah, I should make a video talking about my car. I've actually been planning on it because it's just I want to make different random videos again. So that's kind of what the whole channel was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be vlogs plus random videos. So just a personal me channel and whatever. So I don't want to run my battery up because my phone's about to die and I'm just charging it in the car, and that's the only way I can make a video is by leaving the car battery on. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. This is the Raging Reject. You were watching Raging Reject TV. See how this turns out. I have the camera on my little mount. Let me show you. I'll show you later. I'll make a car video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me see if I can turn this off.